Good afternoon and welcome to the Daily Community Briefing on WBON. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. The Daily Community Briefing is brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair, Affordable Heating and Air, Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond, and Davis and Powell Funeral Homes. Also brought to you by Hall & Sons Auto Care, Jennings Auto Part, Berea Ace Hardware, Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue, ABR Auto Recyclers, Chad Tate with Shelter Insurance, Mike's Hike and Bike, and Whitaker Bank. Sorry about that loud boom. We've got a very severe thunderstorm moving through the area. If you're in our area, go ahead and take a look at that radar and take cover if necessary. Well, the Kentucky State Police Richmond Post is continuing to investigate the officer-involved shooting that occurred on July 6th in Boyle County. KSP has requested by the Danville Police Department to investigate the incident. The preliminary investigation conducted by the KSP Post 7 indicates that Danville police officers responded to the Super 8 motel in reference to a domestic disturbance. Upon arrival, officers say they encountered 33-year-old Shelby Ray Harden of Danville holding his mother hostage at knife point. Officers reportedly gave Harden several loud verbal directives to drop the knife and release his mother, but he ignored those commands. As a result, Officer Kyle Lyons discharged his agency-issued firearm, striking Harden. Harden was pronounced deceased at the scene by Boyle County Coroner. An autopsy is being conducted by the State Medical Examiner's Office in Frankfort. In accordance with the Danville Police Department's policy and procedures, Officer Lyons will be placed on administrative leave until July 19th. Officer Lyons is a 13-year law enforcement veteran and is currently assigned to the Patrol Division. Well, a Richmond man is behind bars on multiple charges. Monday, police were called to investigate a man passed out at the Ready Mart on Lexington Road. After talking with 31-year-old Jonathan Isaacs, it was determined he was intoxicated and a danger to himself. During the arrest, Isaacs refused to cooperate, allegedly kicking the glass in the police cruiser and headbutting an officer. He has been lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. A Berea man was recently sentenced to 18 years behind bars in federal prison as part of a plea agreement for using a 7-year-old minor to produce child porn. 33-year-old Bradley Scott Helton admitted that he persuaded and used the 7-year-old victim to engage in sexually explicit conduct for the purpose of producing a visual depiction. Helton pleaded guilty initially back in March. According to the federal law, Helton must serve 85% of his prison sentence and will be under the supervision of the U.S. Probation Office for 25 years following his release from prison. According to Lexington police, 2 people were shot in the 2500 block of Lindenhurst Loop on Thursday evening. One had life-threatening injuries and later passed away, and the other has serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Both victims were taken to the hospital. Investigators say they are trying to find witnesses at this point. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention released new data about overdose deaths in 2020. Kentucky's numbers are one of the highest in the country. Nationwide overdose deaths soared to a record 93,000 last year in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. In Kentucky, there were 1,369 overdose deaths in 2019 and 2,104 deaths in 2020, a 53.7% increase from the available data. It's the second highest increase in the country. Vermont saw the highest increase with a 57.6% more than 2019. There were also large overdose increases in South Carolina, West Virginia, and California. Well, today the Colonel Club Golf Scramble took place. EKU staff, alumni, and many community members participated. The tournament to help raise money for EKU athletics. Michael Watkins stopped by Arlington Golf Course to talk to one of the organizers of the event, Grant Stepp.
Here with Grant Stepp from EKU and the Colonel Club Golf Scramble today. Grant, just talk about the excitement of Colonel Athletics, coming back around and how good of an event this has been today.
Well, first off, the weather turned out to be great, and that's always a plus, when you're trying to do a golf scramble. But, this year we did the scramble after 4 caravans. and that gave us an opportunity to really reach out to some of our constituents, and it kind of all culminated with the scramble. And with the momentum that we've had and all the attendance we've had at those events, it was great to see. We've got 42 teams signed up today, and it was great to see all those folks come out. And I feel like we're touching a lot of different segments of our fan base. So this was just another opportunity to get our coaches and some of our staff in front of our fans. It's been great.
I know ticket sales just went on sale this past week for men's and women's basketball. Football sales have already been out there. It just means that we are getting closer to the start of the season.
50 days is the email I got from Walt Wells today. 50 days out from our first football game. 64 days out from our first home game. But yeah, I mean, we've never sent our football renewals out this soon. We've never sent our basketball renewals out this soon, and we're passing all of those numbers and all of those benchmarks that we've never done before. So I think, again, that just kind of adds to the momentum that we're seeing with the whole ASUN launch and all those good things.
This would not be possible without great sponsors and great people in the community helping be a part of the Colonel Club and everything else that goes on with EKU athletics.
Oh, for sure. Kentucky Bank's been the official sponsor of this golf scramble since it erected, and they're actually going through a merger now with Stockyards Bank and Trust, and I think that's a big move for them, and hopefully our partnership continues. I've talked to Alan Lunsford, the president here, and he intends to make sure that they're always our official sponsor. But along with the official sponsors, you've also got Texas Roadhouse, who's supplying us for our lunch, and we've got Cane's doing our dinner, who's been a long-time supporter as well. So we're very grateful to have these folks supporting us, and we couldn't do it without them.
If you'd like to get involved with the Colonel Club or learn how to help support EKU athletics, visit EKUsports.com and find the Colonel Club tab to get more information. For WBON TV, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that story. Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman presented a $535,000 ceremonial check from the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, representing a commitment of funding for construction of improved, safer walkways for students, educators, and families at and around Danville High School. The project includes the design and construction of a new sidewalk at the high school and safe crosswalks and sidewalks connections along East Lexington Avenue and Old Wilderness Road. That will improve access to the school for students who walk to the campus from nearby neighborhoods. In April, Governor Andy Beshear announced plans to invest nearly $23 million in highway safety projects near schools to protect students, educators, and families. Governor Beshear charged the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet with prioritizing and targeting such projects using state funding allocated in the 2020 Highway Plan. Nearly 70 safety improvement projects in 44 counties across the state are included in the award. At the high school, Kentucky Transportation Cabinet engineers will be evaluating existing pedestrian facilities and looking for ways to make improvements for the safety of students and visitors. And with that, we're going to go to our first break of the day. We'll be right back with a weather update and more news here on WBON TV.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
The mission at H2 Health is to create a healthcare environment where their employees and clients love to be. They offer a wide range of services including physical therapy, occupational therapy, a chronic pain program, wellness and fitness programs, dry needling, and more. H2 Health is here to get you back in the game and feeling your best with locations in Richmond, Berea, and more. Visit h2health.com to learn more and get started today at H2 Health.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. and home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
You know when you step outside and it feels absolutely perfect? The air's not too warm, not too cool, just perfection? Now imagine if you could have that same feeling inside your home at a price that feels even better. You can, thanks to the folks at Affordable Heating and Air. Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's Affordable Heating and Air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are gonna drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's gonna put the work in the first place?
Support your favorite team with apparel from Campus Warehouse in Richmond. Whether you're an EKU fan or you're a part of the Big Blue Nation, Campus Warehouse has something for you. Stop by and see their new line of Old Road t-shirts, because guys, we know Saturdays are for the boys. Plus, they have the cutest seasonal tees for the ladies. And Campus Warehouse now carries a new line of tees for the kiddos as well. Visit campuswarehouserichmond.com or stop by their location in the Richmond Center next to Buffalo Wild Wings.
The Old West, the way you remember it. Good guys and bad guys.
Come and join us as we watch and talk about the best of the West.
Western movies, TV shows, and more.
Draw Western Theater, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Here on Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Welcome back to the Daily Community Briefing on WBON. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. The Daily Community Briefing is brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Keep your power equipment working strong all season long with the help from Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Let Bishop's service your mower and power equipment North Estill Avenue in Richmond. Affordable heating and air for all your heating and air needs, call Brian with Affordable Heating and Air Conditioning at 859-779-0122. Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Bluegrass Marble and Granite can take care of all of your remodels and fabrication needs. Also, Davis and Powell Funeral Home in Berea has the best aftercare in the business when every detail counts. Remember, Davis and Powell Funeral Home. Keeping an eye on that thunderstorm system that is moving across Madison County. Looks like it's moving pretty quickly. We do not have any severe thunderstorm warnings at this point. We're going to keep an eye on that as we proceed with the broadcast. Moving into the news now, Maddie Jo Neely is set to enter her second year as a member of the EKU women's golf team. This season will be the school's first year as members of the A-Sun Conference, and Maddie joined the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show on Monday to discuss the move to A-Sun and honor her and some of her teammates received a few weeks ago.
Well, it's definitely a more competitive field, but it also is a big benefit because most of the schools are down south in Florida. So most of the courses that we play, they're going to be very nice, maintained very well, and it'll be warm.
Yeah, so. Nice weather.
That is true. You're going to go south.
It'll be warm.
Which is what you want.
Yes.
Now, not being a freshman anymore, think about it. You're going to be not the newbie on the golf team anymore. How's that going to be coming in as a sophomore?
Well, I still feel like a newbie. I still feel like the young one just because I'm small compared to everyone. But we're getting a grad transfer that I've met, and I really like her. She's super sweet, and we're getting another upcoming freshman, and I've known her for years, so I'm super excited.
Oh, yeah, you guys probably all know each other from being on the circuit together.
Yes, because they're both from Kentucky, so.
I know it.
Well, let's talk about, you talked about your freshman season.
Yes.
How did that go? Was there any kind of times during the season where you struggled
especially with COVID?
Yeah, I mean, talk about playing through the pandemic as well.
Well, we didn't play in the fall, everything was canceled. And then I played the first 2 tournaments in the spring, and then I really got, my confidence went way down, and I got really in my head and just didn't really think I deserved to be playing with these like huge schools and down in Florida and all over the place. And so I sat out of the lineup for a while, but it was genuinely the best thing for me because I got to build my confidence up without fear of like letting the team down.
Let me ask you, so you got all these new schools that you're going to be competing against within the ASUN. Do you have one that you're most looking forward to, whether it be a course that you maybe have heard about or a state that you know is going to be warm in the fall? Do you have one that you're most looking forward to competing against?
Probably Florida Gulf Coast, because my grandparents have a condo in Fort Myers.
Oh, okay.
And that's where I've grown up going on spring break. So I've gone and like seen the course that they play on.
Oh, yeah.
So hoping that might be
right in the backyard.
Familiar.
Yeah.
I'd be more familiar. Now, like Bellarmine is now in.
Yes.
Do you have friends that play there?
Have you
played
don't
that
know
course?
anyone that goes to Bellarmine currently, but my cousin Hadley did go there, and so I've been up to the campus multiple times and around the area. So I know like where they play, and I've seen it before.
Well, we can talk about your big award that you just won, the Scholar.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
So there was 5 EKU student athletes chosen as the Women's Golf Coaches Association All-American Scholars. You and 4 of your teammates. So talk about that and how that felt with you and the team.
Well, our team got all the athletic or academic awards at our
EKU
at our Colonel Awards. We Coach won the athletic coach award or academic coach award, and we won highest GPA. I think we had a 3.79 in the fall and a 3.81 in the spring.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
semesters in a
impressive.
row we're leading, so hoping to keep that up. Okay.
Let's talk about what's going to happen between now, obviously resting the injury, until the season begins here coming up soon.
Yes. Just trying to get prepared for school. I've got a big 4 classes that I need to get ready for because it's the first preclinical classes of nursing, and moving into my apartment with my 2 teammates and just trying to get my swing where I want it to be for qualifying in August.
Well, we appreciate you coming on with us, and congratulations on a successful freshman season. And
thank you for having me on.
Well, good luck as you get ready for year number 2 at EKU Women's Golf.
Thanks, Michael, for that story. Well, one person was injured Thursday after shots were fired into a Lexington home. According to police, the shooting happened at about 3:30 a.m. on Florida Street near North Broadway and East Loudoun Avenue. Police responded to the scene and found an injured person inside the home when they arrived. The victim, only described as an adult, suffered minor injuries. No one else was hurt, and there is no suspect information at this time. Well, you can fly off the handles at an event scheduled Friday in Nicholasville. The Muster Bash will be held at Kickstart National Moth Week, which begins on July 17th. Organizers promise activities for both adults and children alike, live music, craft vendors, food, and more. It will take place at the Luna Coffee, Wine, and Butterfly Cafe on Springdale Street in Nicholasville. The event starts at 6 p.m. and runs until 10. Drivers who use Kentucky 1071 Beals Fork in Owsley County will need to find an alternate route today, July 16th. The road will be closed at mile point 2.95 to repair a pavement break. This is near the end of state maintenance at the Jackson County line, approximately 2 miles from Kentucky 30 West intersection. No marked detour will be posted. Drivers can use Beals Fork, Mauden Owsley Road, C. Wilson Road, Big Barn Road, and Kentucky 30 through Jackson County as an alternate route. Approximately 25 vehicles use this section of Kentucky 1071 every day. And with that, we're going to go to our second break of the day. We'll be right back with more news and COVID numbers here on WBON.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
The mission at H2 Health is to create a healthcare environment where their employees and clients love to be. They offer a wide range of services including physical therapy, occupational therapy, a chronic pain program, wellness and fitness programs, dry needling, and more. H2 Health is here to get you back in the game and feeling your best with locations in Richmond, Berea, and more. Visit h2health.com to learn more and get started today at H2 Health.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
You know when you step outside and it feels absolutely perfect? The air's not too warm, not too cool, just perfection? Now imagine if you could have that same feeling inside your home at a price that feels even better. You can, thanks to the folks at Affordable Heating and Air. Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's Affordable Heating and Air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
Support your favorite team with apparel from Campus Warehouse in Richmond. Whether you're an EKU fan or you're a part of the Big Blue Nation, Campus Warehouse has something for you. Stop by and see their new line of Old Road t-shirts, because guys, we know Saturdays are for the boys. Plus they have the cutest seasonal tees for the ladies. And Campus Warehouse now carries a new line of tees for the kiddos as well. Visit campuswarehouserichmond.com or stop by their location in the Richmond Center next to Buffalo Wild Wings.
The Old West, the way you remember it. Good guys and bad guys.
Come and join us as we watch and talk about the best of the West.
Western movies, TV shows, and more.
Draw Western Theater, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Here on Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Welcome back to the Daily Community Briefing on WBO, and the Daily Community Briefing is brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair, Affordable Heating and Air, Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond, and Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. Also brought to you by Hall & Sons Auto Care, Jennings Auto Parts, Berea Ace Hardware, Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue, Kingston Shell, ABR Auto Recyclers, Chad Tate with Shelter Insurance, Mike's Hike and Bike, and Whitaker Bank. Thanks to all of those sponsors. Well, a Cynthiana man has won $1 million on a $20 lottery ticket. The man, who wishes to remain anonymous, paid for a Kentucky lottery scratch-off ticket. He says that his win was a real blessing for him and his family. The scratch-off, called Max a Million, has an annuity payment top prize. However, the Cynthiana winner chose the cash option. After taxes, he walked out of the lottery headquarters on Monday with a check for $595,000. The Cynthiana man plans to take care of debt, purchase a home, and is already working with a financial advisor to save some of his winnings. Also, the Apple Market on East Pleasant Street in Cynthiana will receive $10,000 as they sold that winning ticket. Congratulations to that man. Well, don't put those COVID masks away, at least not just yet. COVID-19 cases continue to grow in the state. As of Thursday, there were 564 new cases reported, with a positivity report increasing to 4.04%. In Madison County, there were 8 new cases reported. There were no new cases of the virus reported in Estill County. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that map of the incidence rate from across the state. Yesterday at news time, we had 2 red counties. We have now more than doubled that. We're up to 5 red counties here across Kentucky. Yesterday, Hopkins County was red. They stay red, and actually they increased a little bit since yesterday. Yesterday they were at 25.3. Today they go up to 29.4. Yesterday we also had Martin County over in the eastern part of the state. They actually did slip back down into the orange, going from 26.8 all the way back down to 17.9. So moving in the right direction there. Counties not moving in the right direction. We have gained some red counties. Webster County is now at 26.5 and Muhlenberg all the way at 30.3. Also other red counties, Lewis County up in northeastern Kentucky looks like 25.8, just barely into the red there. And also Clay County down southeastern Kentucky with 27.3. Again, that's an increase. We went from 7.7 for our total incidence rate yesterday. Today we are at 8.6. Around Madison County, we've had one of our counties here in central Kentucky go from yellow to orange. We've stayed consistently yellow all around central Kentucky for a while now, but now we're kind of moving in the wrong direction. Woodford County has slipped back into the orange. They are now at 21.4%. Clark County also back in the orange at 11. Boyle County moves into the orange at 10.9. Got a big cluster down in the southeastern part of the state that is moving in the wrong direction. Pulaski at 6.5 is in the orange. Laurel in the orange at 18.1. Whitley at 22.5 is in the orange, as well as Leslie at just barely in the orange at 10.1 there, and Perry at 12.8. They are in the orange as well. Those green counties, unfortunately, are decreasing as well. We have about 10 green counties at this point. The counties that do remain green: Ballard, Trigg, Cumberland, Russell, McCreary, Menifee, Wolfe, Lawrence, and Bracken, all the way up in the northern part of the state. Here in central Kentucky, numbers going up. Madison County at 7.5, Estill staying steady at 3, Powell at 2.3, Montgomery so close to going into the green. They are at 1 right now, could move into that green category at any time. Bourbon 7.2, Fayette 8.7, and Jessamine at 8.6. Again, these numbers are going up, so we don't want to put away those masks just yet. If you're not feeling well, we do still have those testing sites around Kentucky at the White House clinics here in the area. And if you haven't been vaccinated yet, those White House clinics can also take care of that for you as well. We've got Madison, Rockcastle, as well as several other counties that are giving that vaccination. In most cases, no appointment needed. You don't have to have insurance, no ID required. Just go on over and get that shot. Well, with that, we are done for the week. We're right here on WBON. We'll be back on Monday at 3 o'clock. If you want some breaking news on your phone, all you got to do is text WBON to 77,000. We'll text you all the latest breaking news, weather, and sports info right to your phone. Have a great weekend out there, and we will see you on Monday. Bye, guys.